Hey, Steve Magnante here at High Octane Classics in Auburn, Massachusetts. Would you like to win this 1967 Mustang Convertible? I know I would. Well, you can. High Octane Classics, in collaboration with MGM Springfield, the great casino, has a thing called Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dice. It's an all summer long giveaway where each month MGM Springfield will be giving away a classic collector car like this Mustang. In fact, this Mustang is the first of several cars to be given away, again, through the MGM Springfield Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dice celebration program. Now, High Octane Classics is the specific and exclusive provider of collector cars, and again, each month a car will be given away. Now, all you gotta do is go to MGM Springfield, fill out the paperwork and leave, or stick around and gamble. You choose, but you could win this car. Speaking of which, this is a 1967 Mustang Convertible. Now, keep in mind, 1967 was the year that 472,000 Mustangs were built. Well, check it out. Of them, only 44,808, or less than 1 in 10, were convertibles. And 1967 is also the first year that the fastback outsold the convertible. And of course, we all know the sedan, the hardtop, the little two-door sedan, was the biggest selling car of all Mustangs, pretty much any given year until you get into the later 60s. Now, this one's kind of unusual. You know, most people think of 67 Mustangs, GT500s, Shelbys, GTs, 390s. Well, this one is a very humble, but very pure and honest little car. Here it is, the base T-code 6-cylinder engine. Again, 200 cubic inches, and unmodified, very much original configuration. And a lot of people, when they bought their Mustangs, well, this is the car they bought. You know, secretaries and people who just wanted the sportiness of the Mustang, but the economy of the Falcon and earlier Fairlane that this is basically sharing its bones with. Now, this is an unusual car. Whoever bought this originally paid an extra $356.09 for the Ford Select Air air conditioner right here. So that means we have a convertible with air conditioning, which is a pretty unusual combo. Now, as a V8 car, it has a V8, or as a 6-cylinder car, it has a V8 sized radiator. That radiator is about 30% larger than what would be found with a basic 6-cylinder minus air conditioning. But again, because of the thermal load the AC induces onto the engine, Ford rightfully put a bigger radiator under the hood of the air conditioning cars, and there it is. Now, it is a manual brake, manual steering car, no power brakes or steering, but again, 67 first year for the dual circuit master cylinder, a nice step in the right direction. All of Detroit had to abide by. And again, here's the T code in the 5th spot right there, telling us it's a 6-cylinder car. And again, it's the smallest, lightest engine of them all. And again, you know, if you're not looking for a muscle car, and in fact, not everybody is, this is a fantastic little vehicle. Now, we look here inside, and it's got the deluxe interior, which is to say this is a 76B body style. It's a convertible, but the deluxe body interior means we have the brushed metal face on the dash, the bucket seats with stainless steel trim, kind of like the Ford Thunderbird, and the center console with the brushed stainless. Again, these are things that were not found in the 76A basic Mustang convertible, but were standard in the deluxe interior body type. Now, on the dashboard, we do see the original and correct air conditioning things right here. Now, keep in mind, 65 and 66, air conditioning on a Mustang was an add-on item. It was installed by the factory, but that said, there was a big suitcase under the dashboard you bang your shins on. Well, for 67, Ford engineers integrated the air conditioning into the dashboard, and here it is properly presented. Here's the control right here. On this side, we see right here, max AC, fresh, off, on. These, again, are things only seen on air-conditioned Mustangs. And again, that was $356.09 well spent, or about 15% of the base price of this 6-cylinder car. Now, something also kind of weird is the 3-speed manual transmission. What a weird combination, an air-conditioned convertible with a basic 3-speed manual. Now, keep in mind, too, 66 and 65, you could get your 6-cylinder Mustang with a 4-speed manual. It was something called the Dagenham. It was a British-built light-duty 4-speed. Well, for 67, Ford finally said, look, the 4-speed tranny, it's a V8 thing. So the 3-speed manual was the only transmission manual manual available with the 6. The automatic would have been another $150. But that said, the sportiness of the 3-speed is kind of cool. And another thing I love about Mustang is, unlike Camaros and Firebirds, there's no such thing as a Mustang with a column-shifted transmission. They're always on the floor where they belong in a sporty car. Now here is the door tag, a very important thing right here. A lot of folks will take a Mustang and respray it resale red. Well, here we have color code. We have here, that's a T, which tells us this car was originally born candy apple red. So that's a good thing. It's a factory red 3-speed manual, air-conditioned convertible, and it's going to be given away at MGM Springfield to some lucky contestant in the Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dice promotion. Okay, let's look inside the trunk and see what we find. And again, 67, first year for the concave rear face. Just really pretty, tasteful stuff. Again, single exhaust on the 6-cylinder Mustang, nothing here modified or hopped up. And the beauty is, this car certainly has enough power to, move down the road, keep up with modern traffic. Not a muscle car, but then again, we don't always need a loud, smelly, hard-driving muscle car. This is just a nice example of a humble but beautiful Mustang convertible, like so many of them were. Let's take a peek inside. And yeah, it's very nice. The inside of the trunk is well presented. Quarter panels are nice and solid. I believe one has been replaced, but there's a nice weld seam where the steel patch was installed a long time ago professionally. The hinges, everything here is crisp, looks very good. And let's check out the spare tire. And yeah, look at this. Okay, here's the original 14-inch rim with 4 lugs. That's because 6-cylinder Mustangs had 4 lugs, whereas the V8 cars had 5. No harm, no big deal there at all, but it speaks to this car's correctness. So it's a nice detail right there. So that's the story of this 1967 Ford Mustang 3-speed manual brakes, manual steering, but air-conditioned, deluxe interior. A great little Mustang, and again, you could win this car with no expense at all. Just go to MGM Springfield, fill out the paperwork, walk out if you choose, or stick around, play some blackjack or cards. That's what I would do. But again, no purchase necessary to win this car. To learn more, go to mgmspringfield.com.